Hey, so this is Michael with digitaltshirtshop.com again. So just a little update on our posting items to Amazon. I'm just kind of taking my time getting a few things on here. I've been able to list a number of shirts here. The cool pineapple shirt, the Good Vibes cool pineapple shirt. The reason why I was going to post is, I talked earlier about having simplified the way I put things on Amazon by having a program that auto generates all of these images for me. You can see here's another one, the coconut drink. I had one of them go just a little bit haywire on me. I'm going to show it to you here. There's one of them right here, the cool coconut t-shirt. So I had forgotten when I generated all the images. Now it's generating thousands of images, and I did not go in and actually double check all the images, but it was sizing the image from the side rather than the top. And so my image, or both the side and the top, it's not sizing the image from the top and the placement of the image. And so my image skewed clear up over my collar. And obviously, now the normal person would probably look at that and think, hey, that's not exactly what it's going to look like. That image is going to be on the shirt. But there are people out there who probably think that that is exactly what the shirt's going to look like. So what I'm going to end up having to do is go and resize the image. And, if you've ever used a site like Cafe Press or anything like that, Cafe Press has, if you do it just right, you can go and you can put a lot of different images on a lot of different products. So let me see, where am I at? So if I was to take my image, like my cool pineapple image, what I need to do is actually square it up. So what I do is I go and I change the canvas size so it's square instead. And then what that would do in turn is that would allow me to place that image without having it skew up over the top of the shirt, over the top of the collar. I was talking about Cafe Press for a second. I've put a lot of images on Cafe Press. And one of the hard things about Cafe Press is if I take an image like this and I put it on Cafe Press and tried to put it on a whole bunch of products, that image is going to be outside the border, go off the edge of just about every product that I put on Cafe Press. So one of the things that I did on Cafe Press is I took all of my images, and it took a while to do this because I had a lot of them, and I resized the image to a standard size. I think it was about 2,500 pixels. Then what I did is I added a border around it. So I changed the canvas size, and instead of 2,500 pixels, I made it 3,500 pixels, like that. And then just about any image I picked, any product that I picked, whether it was jewelry or whether it was a mug or whether it was a shirt or a framed whatever, a shower curtain. I mean, they sell so many random things. My image would fit. So if you like putting things on Cafe Press and don't want to have to resize and reshape an image for every single product you're putting it on, this is a trick that I did. You want a high resolution image, although not to speak ill of Cafe Press. I have bought some things from Cafe Press, and even though I had high resolution images in there, they came back printed not really high resolution. There was fine text on them that I wasn't able to read, and a few things like that. And it could be the nature of the upload process, could be the nature of the printing process that they're using. But I was just a little surprised by that, but it is what it is. I don't know that I've ever had anybody necessarily complain about an image I put on CafePress, except for when they wanted something to fit right, and CafePress would send them to me to resize the image and re-upload it so that they could buy it the way they wanted it. But this is a good trick. You can pick a group of templates or products that you want to put your product on, go and size your image so that it is high resolution. Give it a nice big border around it. In this case, it's about 30% a border because my image is about 2,500 pixels and my actual image is 3,500 pixels. And I've found doing this that I can take my group of products and just slap that image on every single product and finish my posting on CafePress. And it works great. It really does work great. But in this case, I need to do something a little bit similar so that when I run my images through my other program where it places the image on the t-shirt, I need the image to actually fit on the t-shirt, not extend up over the collar or off the t-shirt or anything like that. So kind of a similar principle, but that's, I guess, a little CafePress tip together with a little problem that I had in relation to what I was doing here. So, yeah, so there you go. And our products are getting listed on Amazon. If you want to see how some of the tie-dye shirts look, can't show you on the infants, the baby boys and girls, because I don't have tie-dyes for them. Looks like they don't have a tie-dye that showed up yet. So I need to find one that maybe I uploaded yesterday. This one probably has it. There you go. So here are my tie-dye options. I have a gold tie-dye, a pink tie-dye, and a blue tie-dye that I offer those on in addition to the other standard colors that I stock. So, and this is a youth boy size, youth boys. This is a little problem that I occasionally have. I could probably improve this as well. Knowing now that I can define these, I should actually go in and put extra small 2-4 and small 6-8 and medium 10-12 because people do get confused on these, even though it does list them down here at the bottom where it actually says the shirt sizes in the description. I have quite a few people that will actually buy the shirt and buy a large, and when they get it, it completely swamps their kid, and they're going, oh, well, my kid's like 6. Well, large is for a 14, 16-year-old kid. 6-year-old would probably wear a 6'8", which is probably a small. So anyways, that I guess is something that I could improve and go back and tweak that just a little bit so that was a little clearer. But that gives you an example of what we have, and there you go.